Alright guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. As you can see, I've done a little bit of work, and you may be asking yourself, what is this monstrosity? And what this is as ugly as hell. But no, seriously, it's going to be our first attempt to get this thing to the moon. I just used the heavy struts because I don't think this thing's going to be too stable, so I strutted the hell out of it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and launch this bad boy. Alright. So far so good. It didn't explode on the launch pad. But no, there goes nose cone. So far so good though, other than that. We are rotating a little bit. It's sucking that fuel down. Throttle back just a little bit. Keep from overheating. It looks like we are taking on a little bit of heat. That's alright. Okay, so yeah, it's not looking good. Things are falling apart, struts are breaking, things are wobbling, and this is the beginning of the end right here. Alright, so this is a good time to test out the abort sequence. Alright, so what I did is just made it where it detaches from there. Let's see if we can't get under control. Get rid of all that. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can save it. Coming down at a pretty good rate. We need to slow that. Alright, lower the landing gear. Oh. That didn't really work. But we made it. And we are living. So I guess it was successful. We just need to redesign the whole thing. So let's go ahead and in-flight and get back into the VAB. See what we need to do. So I'll come back whenever I have a different design in mind. So alright, so I went with a few more stock parts, got rid of nose cones, and I'm going with my first ever asparagus style. So these two are going to drain into these two and then get discarded, and then these two are draining into this and then they get discarded. The whole time all four are draining into the middle, so we're gonna get rid of them pretty quickly. One last thing I need to do is slap this right here. Go ahead and add these to a new a new stage. Lower this down just a tad, save it, and here we go. Maybe this will have enough thrust and it won't shake itself apart. Let's hope. guys, so it's about this time where I continue on with the commentary live and thinking that it's recording my voice, and when I come back to edit it I find out that it didn't. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit post commentary on it, and explain what's going on about as much as I can. Right here I'm lining up for my burn. That's going to get me into a lunar orbit, which actually my staging and everything actually works out very well. The stage that I'm using right now actually almost gets me perfectly there. Almost set it up pretty spot on, as you'll see. That rocket engine that I'm using on this stage is actually a nuclear rocket engine. I can't remember if it comes from KW Rocketry or Nova Punch remix, but either way it works just fine. It did awesome. It did. The fuel consumption was very low, and it has more thrust than the stock one, so I'm completely okay with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the video catch up a little bit quicker, maybe when we're in orbit around the moon, and I'll come back in with a little bit more information. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I notice, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it, but I notice a little bit of a sparkling just to the right of the big dark crater right there. And I think that's what I'm going to make my eventual goal with this rover mission. I'm going to try to figure out what that is, what kind of monument, Easter egg, whatever it is. It might just be a big rock for all I know, but right now it's directly below the altimeter, right to the right of the crater. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's where we're going to be heading. I think that's a good objective for this mission. And you'll see that I try to use this stage as much as I can and use up all the fuel before I go to the next stage. And yeah, I think right here's where I notice it. Yeah, I'm pointing at it with the mouse, circling it, talking about it, but it's not recording, so I think that'd be pretty cool for us to head over there. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more music in. There's not much more video, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more music in and come back in whenever we're closer to landing. Alright guys, and right here is where we disconnect this stage. I slow down as much as I can and switch to our delivery stage, the one that we've been testing for the last few days really. And as you can see, we're getting close to shadow disappeared. I thought it was trolling me there for a little bit. It disappeared and came back. I disconnect and you'll see it just fly away perfectly and crash safely in the distance. I almost messed up. I almost didn't have the landing gear down. I don't know if that would have made a difference or not, but I almost forgot to bring it down. And then you'll see I send our first rover Kerbal off on the EVA. But that's going to do it for us today. Again, I do appreciate you watching, and we have big plans. So I'm going to get to that monument or whatever it is, and then we're going to start planning our mission to Minmus. So thanks for watching, guys.